We're back at the OG spot, episode 25 of the Perspective podcast, and nothing's better than being in your comfort of your own home. So I thought may as well bring it back. We was actually going to do it in a different location, like another park, but thought, you know what? We're going to do it in the home, the nice, comfortable, chill environment of our home. And nothing's better than being here. This is where all the magic happens. This is where all the good vibes happen. And I just want to say, for anyone who's new to watching the pod, who came from the last podcast, welcome to Perspective Podcast. Thank you for staying and thank you for joining, because last episode was ironically the best episode that we've done in terms of monetization. So I just want to say thank you. We gained a lot of new Perspective gangs. We gained a lot of you guys. So yeah, thank you. And we're on road to 100 subscribers. We're still not on that yet. But in the meantime, we're still striving and we're still staying consistent. And every week, I want to continue to be better and give nothing but good, organic, authentic content with good music, fitness, lifestyle, all these types of perspectives into one, and to just bring a whole different world from all these podcasts, which all these podcasts are good, but there's always some little things that can be given, and I'm willing to do that. With learning, trials, tribulations, we're going to keep getting better, and I thank you for staying tuned and just being part of the community. So if you're new to this episode, if you're new to the podcast, please make sure you follow. Please make sure you subscribe, like, share, do whatever you can to be part of the community, even a notification bell. I'm tired of saying that, and I don't like hearing that on videos, but it has to be done, and you gotta respect the grind. You're probably wondering, what is the vinyl or album or song of the day, whatever. And it is this album right here that you cannot see. It's literally right under me. Utopia is meant to be this way. I think it's better this way than this way. It just makes sense for it to be like this. You know what I mean? It's very unorthodox. I don't even know if that would make sense. Let me just open a vinyl so you can see what it looks like, because this is actually a sick vinyl. It's the first pressing, and yeah, it's a beautiful one. Wow. Shout out to my boy for getting me this vinyl. Bunga Records. He's got one of the best vinyl collections ever, and he was kind enough to give me this vinyl because he's just the GOAT and he's just him. So yeah, follow Bunga Records, by the way, because he has a lot of vinyls and his collection is sick and his content is sick. So yeah, tap in because he is him. But yeah, vinyl Utopia is a really good album. I enjoy it a lot and I think it's sick. It's one of them albums that came out during 2023, 28th of June. Literally next week will be the 2-year anniversary since Utopia, and what era it has been. This was like his comeback album, and it wasn't even a comeback type of album because he was already, I don't know, the whole era was weird because it wasn't really, it was a comeback album, but the album itself wasn't comeback enough. I feel like this year has been his most comeback he's been with Coachella, Barca, and the kicked out Jack Boys 2 snippet and all that. But anyway, Utopia. This album, it's very different compared to his other albums, and it really brings back a Days Before Rodeo type of vibe, especially with songs like Hyena. When that song came out, bro, I was thinking, what is this? But I enjoyed that a lot. I think Hyena is a sick song, and then as the album kept going on, it just was a whole different worlds into one, and it makes me realize that as he was making his album, he was definitely in a lot of different places, because it sounds very all over the place in terms of culture. The African style, the boom bap rap style, the Latina like type style, the dancehall type style, then back to rap, like all these different things. It makes me realize, okay, when he was making the Utopia Circus Maximus film, it just makes sense because he was literally traveling, and this album came to play, and it's a very good album in my opinion. It's not top 3 though. I still prefer Birds, Rodeo and Astroworld compared to Utopia, but Utopia is still a really good album, and it hurts for me to put this at number 4, but hey, why not? And with this vinyl, this one has the first release of Fiend, so the one with Sheck West and Playboy Carti's version that was not completely different, but it doesn't sound the same, and it doesn't have meltdowns. It has Yeah, it has A. Man, I forgot about that song. But yeah, Utopia vinyl, top tier, very top tier. And he may as well bring back his 2-strand braids. Don't know why I say it like that. He may as well bring back his 2-strand braids. I'm growing my hair out, so I'm coming back with the cornrows. So yeah, he's having his fun. But watch when my shit goes back, you know what I mean? Hope you guys are doing good, and I hope you guys are enjoying the good weather. Bro, summer officially starts this week, and the weather was actually being really good. Better than it was last year, better than it was the year before. I was saying to my boy about this, the weather has not been this consistent in terms of the weather. It's been phenomenal. It's been beautiful. But yeah, I'm happy for this. I've got a summer playlist for you to go tap in. Link is in my bio. It's literally called Summer. Or on Apple Music, it's called All the Vibes or something like that. You know my name, Lima Temi. Search it in on Spotify or Apple Music, and then my playlist will be there because I've got a decent catalogue on there for you to go and tap in. But what I want to talk about real quick is Grammys. And obviously, Grammys happens at the start of the year, every year consecutively. And they've announced that they're doing a different category for the Grammys next year and next on for the future Grammys as well. They're doing Grammy Awards for the best album covers. I think that is sick. Album cover awards, because there's a lot of albums that have sick album covers, but some have stinky album covers, but some that literally are so good that the album cover is better than the album itself. There's actually quite a few. So I'm gonna just go through album cover. Yeah, man. Shout out to Bird. So I'm gonna do a few album covers that are Grammy worthy. Firstly, So Much Fun or Punk. Those album covers there, phenomenal. It just sets the vibe. I mean, punk doesn't really show you the vibe of punk. It's very different, but I think it's very creative and I enjoy it. So Much Fun. It's very self-explanatory. It just looks sick. It just looks really good. It's one of them albums that you just can't not like in terms of album cover and the album itself. Michael Jackson, Thriller. That album there, or just the album cover, it's iconic that you just can't not have it there. The Beatles, I don't know what the album is called, but the one where they're just all walking. Like, whoever thought of that album cover to be made is smart, because it's very simple, yet it's very effective. Hot take, but Blonde. That is a good album cover. Deserves a Grammy for that. Donda. Donda. You know, there's such deep meaning behind that album cover that you just have to look to understand it. There's so many different perspectives on that album cover that it's beautiful. Alright, on some real shit. Late Registration. I think that's Kanye West's best album cover, or even Graduation. Those type of albums there, phenomenal. Album cover and actual album. Who else has a really good album cover? Astroworld. That is like a top tier album cover. The way that they made that as well, it's sick. As of recent, Yeat's album that he did not long ago, I forgot what it's called, but the one with like the horse and like the fire, that the house on fire and all that type of stuff, because it wasn't photoshopped. It actually looks sick. I don't know what the album cover's called. I don't know what the album is called, but it's a sick album cover. Lil Yachty always has good album covers, like the Lil Boat 1 and Lil Boat 2. The album covers there, they always do well in my opinion, and he's good for having album covers, because that one where he's just like standing on a boat, or the one where he's in the sea and the like background is like gold and stuff. Those album covers are sick. I appreciate them ones a lot. Facts. Who else has a good album cover? I don't know. Those are my album covers that I really enjoy, that I think are sick. Love Is Rage 2. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Love Is Rage 2. I can't forget that album cover. I really would want that vinyl for Love Is Rage 2. If anyone has the vinyl for Love Is Rage 2, I'm gonna talk about Love Is Rage 2. I forgot how good that album is. There's so many good songs on the album. I don't know what Uzi's doing right now, but I hope he's good. I hope he understands that he made a generational album for my peak childhood in high school, because you really have songs like The Way Life Goes, Sort It Up, 2, the intro, Feelings Mutual, No Sleep Leak, 20 Minutes, Neon Guts, Dear Mama, I don't wanna sign up. But even XO Tour Life, bro, there's so many songs on that album. You know, you're a real one if you like the song Loaded, because that was a leak before it got put on the deluxe of Love Is Rated T. Like, there's just so many songs on that album that I just love that album. I might have to listen to Feelings Mutual, because you know that like, man, right. Nah, Love Is Rated T, and it's crazy because I was tapped into Lil Uzi's Insta during that period, and Lil Uzi's Instagram during that time was just, it was chef's kiss, bro. He really started the whole era of these Instagram trends in terms of the posts that you be putting. Like, he was posting that shit every time, and it was crazy because I remember when he posted that video when he was performing at Rolling Loud and he did that skydive into the stage, bro. That shit went crazy. Like, it's those eras that you can't replicate anymore. It was just that good at the time. You had to be there. Like, you really had to be there. Instagram at that time was crazy. I can't lie. People like A$AP Rocky, Carti, Uzi, Skepta, those type of artists there, they were running Instagram. Travis and Drake as well. Kendrick a little bit, like, he was posting here and there, but it was that damn era. But it's those pictures that is just very vintage. We're really gonna look back and be thinking, damn, those are really the eras, because they literally were. It was literally also the era when Frank Ocean was low-key active on Insta with his Blonded era. Virgil Abloh with his Insta posts, like, oh man, oh man, it can make a grown man cry, bro. I miss Virgil Abloh. I'm saying that like I knew him, but you know them ones when you can just tell that you be good friends with someone. You know, I actually think about that sometimes. Like, I believe that I can be friends with people that I've never met. I promise you. And one of them is Travis, and we met him. Bro, I'm gonna talk about that again. We really met Travis Scott and Drewski at Coachella, and it's something that really makes you think these guys are just normal people. Like, I've always thought that anyway, but when you're looking at them, you're just like, you're just a normal guy. you're just a normal guy that had an abnormal vision that just skyrocketed. And now look at you, you're able to do your own events. You're able to perform in front of 200,000 people. You're able to have merch, sell album records, vinyls, do all these things, make your own shoes. Like, it really makes you think that if you can do it, then so can I, because I'm literally right in front of you. Like, it really makes you think that. I don't know if that's just me, but yeah, meeting Travis Scott was a sick experience. Didn't really speak to him, but it was more of an interaction. He had my phone. If you've seen the video, he had my phone and he recorded a video on my phone, and he kept coming over to my section and we were literally just vibing to his music. The fans to the right of me, bro, they were just going crazy. And I can't lie, I'm not even trying to act too cool, but I was just chilling. I was not trying to do too much, because who am I to be a leech, bro? Of course I'm going to be gassed, but you don't need to see that. I can be gassed from within, but not too much on the outside, because you got to do the reverse psychology. And it worked, bro. It literally worked. But it's things like that that I'm very grateful. And bro, if you have an idea that you want to do something, do it. I really had to go to America just to meet Travis Scott, and I've seen him like 4 or 5 times in the UK, but in America it just had to happen. Like, you really have to go over the pond for you to get something given to you. And that's what I'm saying. Travel, go to all these different places, because you never know what's going to happen. Like, shoot for the stars and land on the moon, because there is no limit in this world. It was not even supposed to happen. And it's little things like that it's not a coincidence. And we're never forgetting that we met Travis, and we're going to be at Reading, and we're going to be with Reading. We're going to interact with Reading, and we're going to do a part 2 at Reading. Let me know in the comments who's going to be at Reading Festival, because we're going to set something off. Kendrick Lamar's happening soon at Villa Park. Villa Park, the best stadium, the best football club in my eyes, the best football club, Aston Villa. Kendrick Lamar is going to be there, and SZA. We cannot forget that. Kendrick Lamar and SZA. W, major W. We're going to be there. Meet Up, we're going to be there. Wireless Festival, Meet Up, we're going to be there. When it comes to these festivals and concerts, it's literally just about doing a lot of meetups and being grateful with you guys, showing my love for every single one of you, and just saying hello. You know, I don't want to be that type of guy that is just behind the screen, and when we meet in real life, I'm just very hesitant or don't want to speak to you. Obviously, depending on how more publicity I get, it will be more difficult, but I don't think I'll ever change in terms of wanting to interact with every single one of you, because I always look at people that are bigger, and I appreciate them when they are real, like they're nobody, because it just shows level ground for people like Little Sims. People like Little Sims or people like Post Malone randomly, like they are very level grounded in terms of just the way that they carry themselves. Damn. Hey man, you're gonna have to hear that for a little bit, but those are the type of people that they're just willing to speak to anyone, and they treat you like a normal person. They don't act because they're famous that they have to act or be a certain way, bro. They'll literally be themselves, and I appreciate that. And yeah, I want to do meetups at these concerts and festivals, at the Kendrick show, at Wireless, at Reading, at as many as we can do, because we're all a community and it's sick. Like, I love meeting every single one of you guys wherever I go, and I'm not gonna act like I have a lot of people that coming up to me. I don't. But when it happens, bro, it's a lot of warmth inside. That's like, damn, we may be doing something right. And these birds, bro, what are they doing? As soon as I say that, this birds are such a weird species. Like, God really created birds, bro. Like, to just do that. What do you think they're saying? Like, what do you think they're saying? They must be beefing or something, because they're going off. Listen to this. Nah, they're beefing. They're arguing about Kendrick and Drake, about their past beef. Nah, for real. Anyway, I'm doing an event. Yes, I'm doing an event on the 24th of June 2025. So by the time you see this podcast, it will literally be next Tuesday. I'm doing an event and I want you to be there. This has been something that it's been in the makings, but only quite recently. It's something that me and my boy, we went to the cafe. And actually, no, we went to Rudy's. It's a nice pizza spot. We went to go eat there, and we were like, you know what, yeah, we may as well just catch a vibe and eat there, have a good time, whatever. The food is banging there. And then I've always had an idea of wanting to do a event, because it just makes sense. So we're just talking about it, but there's nothing too crazy about doing an event. We're just something like, and then with that, we was like, you know what, yeah, let's just keep it in mind, and then let's just, when the time is right, we'll just do it. So I've always had that in my mind. So then, as the year goes on, we start Perspective, the podcast, which you guys are watching. Thank you. We keep going with that every single week out. We don't stop. And then I go to America. I see a lot of vinyl stores, and there's one that I saw, Counterpoint Records and Bookstores. I was thinking, yeah, it's that time to do an event. So back in April was when we was like, you know what, let's lock in and do this event. As soon as I went to that vinyl store, I went to this food place to just eat some food. They had a table. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna go write some stuff about this event, and everything that I writ is everything that's happening for this event. And it's crazy. Write on your journal, because you will speak it into existence if you're willing to do so. And it's beautiful. And I'm doing an event. The reason why I'm doing this Perspective event is to just bring a collective of everyone together, bring different perspectives into one, with good music, vinyls, coffee, drinks, and just a good time, period. There's nothing too crazy for the first event, because it's a first event. I just wanted it to show my appreciation for everyone who even pulls up, whoever shows up, and just to have a good time. You know, I think that's more than important, and that's something that we are doing. It's gonna be at a cafe in Selly Oak, if you know that is in Birmingham. That's what I'm from, Birmingham, United Kingdom. For all the people that are across the world, crazy to think that. And yeah, the address is gonna be in my posts on my Insta, on my TikTok, wherever for you to go tap into, because it's worth going to the event. I even also at the event I'm doing a giveaway. I'm doing a vinyl giveaway. So I don't know which vinyl yet I'm going to give away, but it's gonna be one of them. And you may have a chance to win the vinyl. So yeah, pull up to the event, have a good time, and yeah, just show your face, enjoy the moment, be present, because we got a good time to have, and it's a community. It's something that we are growing, and I genuinely believe and see something bigger than me. Of course, I see a lot of things, but in due time, and we just have to put the work in and just go with it, because the last thing I want to do is just plan too much, write too much, and then not actually put the work in, because that is procrastination, and that is not what we're doing here. We're saying it and we're putting it into action. So yeah, if anyone has an idea to do something, do it, because we're just going to keep going. We're going to keep growing, we're going to keep learning, and we're going to keep getting better. So yeah, Perspective event, 24th of June. Be there, please. Lil Tecca dropped his album Dopmaine, and I'm going to talk about a few songs that I really like. My favourite off the bat is Half the Plot. There's just something about it that just captures a perfect vibe, that it just sounds beautiful, bro. It just sounds perfect. Like, there's so many good elements of Half the Plot. Even Favourite Lie. I really like Favourite Lie. I love the different vibe to it. It reminds me of Dawn FM, and I said that on my video reaction. If you haven't, on my TikTok, go and tap in. But it's something that is very different, and I enjoy it. It really has like a good euphoric summer vibe. It's a summer album, and it's something that is definitely going to be in my rotation. I will say there were a few songs on it that were like, okay, I'm not really keen on it, but maybe it was just the time that I was listening to. So if I listen to it now, or when I'm actually outside or doing something, then I'll appreciate it more. Everyone's really liking Boys Don't Cry, or another one. What's another one? Let me go on the track list real quick. Hollywood, Irish Goodbye is heavy, Don't Rush is valid, X Factor is very valid. You also have The Truth. I really like The Truth. That one's fire. Sure of It, Tic Tac Toe, the one with Ken Carson, which is valid. I wasn't really that keen on it. And Let You Know. But there's a lot of good songs on the album, and I hope he continues with this momentum, but I also do hope that he chills out a little bit. It may sound crazy, but stay with this album in terms of the run, because what Lil Tecca does, which is my biggest problem, or my biggest critique on Lil Tecca, is he drops an album, it's really good, and he moves on too quickly to the next album. Like, stay on your album, like stay on it, because his album Tech was so good that he just moved on quickly to the next one, like Plan A. I'm thinking, bro, like just stay with it for like two years, and then while doing that 2 years, tease a new album, but still stay on that era. The way that Travis does with his stuff, like, it's good, because you really have to live an album. It's like live an album through a timeline, because there's the better sweetness to it. Like, yeah, it's taken a long time for a new album, but you can still grow and listen to the album. Like, it's something beautiful about it, and he should just stick with Dopmaine for a while. Stick with the album for a while. Like, do features and still do other stuff, but just stick with it. Stick with it, please. Stick with it. But overall, Dopamaine's a good album, and I like it. I'm still yet to listen to AJ Tracy's album. I'm gonna tap into that one today, actually, and see what that one is saying. I haven't really heard any reviews about it, but we're going to tap into AJ Tracy's album. I've obviously heard the song with Georgia Smith, and the one he did not long ago was like another single. He's been dropping heat, and I'm ready to hear it. I'm ready to tap in. He's going to be at Glastonbury, and we may be there. Lil Connor drops his album on Friday, and we are listening to that. No word of a doubt. My nose is so itchy. Oh, I want to talk about Tyler, the Creator, real quick. I feel like every week I talk about Tyler, the Creator. Bro, he's really that type of guy that's good musically, can play instruments, and he has a good mindset. It's to the point that he's doing these chit chat, sit talk, interview podcasts or whatever. And I've always liked the way that his mind works. the way that he talks in interviews, or the way that he just talks about his craft and his creativity and his mindset, I've always appreciated it, because he actually is locked in. If you listen to the stuff that he be saying, not even just from his songs, like, you can see that he's locked in. And there was one that he did not long ago. He did two. He did one in London and he did one for Instagram. I haven't fully finished the Instagram one, but I watched the London one that he did, and it makes you realize, okay, this guy is very switched on. He doesn't drink. I thought he did. Or he doesn't smoke. I thought, well, actually, you could kind of gather it. This doesn't have anything to do with anything, but he's just the type of guy that he just drinks water, and it makes me think, okay, he actually tapped in. And while he's doing this Chromacopia tour, he's doing so many dates, and it makes me realize, okay, imagine if he was doing all these drugs as well and stuff. Like, he would be out of it, but he's not, and he's able to do these shows for 2.5 hours, back to back to back. He's been literally doing it since last year, and he finishes it at the back end of 2025. Makes you realize, okay, cool, you got it. But he also says something during the interview that, like, watch things or create things that you'd love to watch back yourself, which is very, very niche, because everyone does say that, but it's very true. What really matters is you. No one cares, bro. No one cares, because no one can tear you down for something that you fuck with heavy. No one can do that. And at the end of the day, it's really you. Do all these different things and don't stop, because I know it may be too much to do all these different things, but we're only young once. And when you do all these different things that is aligned with you, it is literally going to be something on your portfolio, on your resume. And your portfolio is literally your Instagram or your social media platform that you use more frequently. Post your stuff, upload what you love to do all these different things, do these work experience, volunteer, go to all these different places, especially at the age we're at right now, because time is not coming back. Time only just goes. It goes in an instant, and that's something that I'm trying to get better at. Actually, that is something that I am getting better, not trying. But it's things like that you really have to realize, that whatever you want to do, whatever idea you have, think it for a couple minutes and then actually just get it done, because you never know what's going to happen. There's that little thing that you do that will literally set you off for life, and you'll never have to worry about a lot of things, but it just comes with more worry in it. But hey, listen to the Tyler, the Creator interview, because it's worth watching. He's really tapped in, and I appreciate him a lot, and it really makes you realize, okay, the things that he did, what can I do now? And he was that type of guy that he would literally, you know, when people say make noise, he was that guy making noise when he was 15, creating Odd Future. And that's something that is very inspirational. I'm taking that into consideration, and like making noise every single day, because that one person, bro, you never know who's watching your stuff. That one person makes a difference, and it can literally just click and you're set. So yeah, watch it because it's worth watching. Wireless Festival. Wireless is literally less than a month away. They still have not said a single word. I posted a video not long ago of people saying, why would you talk about a festival that I sold out? Why would you? It's less than a month away now. Isn't it a bit weird? I don't know if that's just me. Wireless, I love you, yeah? Let me help. Let me be part of the team or something, because like at this point, I'm literally promoting Wireless more than Wireless themselves. I hope that admin or whoever's behind it sees this, because bro, we gotta get our shit going. I don't know what's gone behind the scenes in terms of the legal rights, in terms of whatever you guys got going on that you just cannot speak about. But it's something that you can't, it's low-key hindering your legacy in terms of just talking about it, because you still have festivals like Glastonbury that have sold out before the actual lineup even released, and they are still talking about it. They are still posting consistently. So why haven't Wireless done anything? Like, that's something that I genuinely want to know, because they've never done something like this before. Even when they've sold out in previous years, they've never done that before. Just because Drake is headlining 3 times, it's like zipped up. Like, I don't know, it is something a bit off and something mentioning. But hey, we will be at Wireless and we will be documenting our experience, and we will be there because I love Wireless and I love Drake's music. So we will be there. I have been complacent. This is very off topic, but I've been complacent. I run quite frequently, but I've been running on my own a bit too much to the point that I'm getting complacent with that. I was meant to be going to a run club last Saturday, but I chose not to. And to be fair, I'm happy I didn't because I ended up having my best journal session. Yet, we're not sticking to the feeling, we're sticking to the plan. So from now on, we have to go to a run club or just run with someone once or twice a week because we are not doing anything on our own. You can't do anything on your own. You can't prevail on your own. You know, you need a team and we're not being complacent. So I hope this motivates someone to do something that is out of your complacent or your comfort zone. And with that, I've low-key been doing my own 75 hard in terms of 3 liters a day or more, going to the gym 5 or 6 times a week, going on a walk as many times as I can, going on a run, sticking to a healthy diet, sleep, prioritizing that. A lot of little things like that, reading a book, read a chapter or even just a page, just stay tuned with it. I did a 75 hard last year and I enjoyed it, but now because if you've done it, you can now cater to a plan that is catered towards you. You don't have to go too crazy. But yeah, that's what I just wanted to let you know. I'm doing a 75 hard in my own way. It's currently day 8 and we're staying consistent with it. Some days are a bit exhausting, but when is things not exhausting for the things that are worth doing, you know? Who would have thunk it that we've got Playboy Carti performing? Ever since he's been on tour with The Weeknd, he's literally been performing and singing and actually doing what he's supposed to be doing. And it really makes me realize when you're on tour with people, you really have to be with people that are better than you for you to get better. Because if you're not, then you'll literally stay doing the same shit. Because that guy was singing rather like with his heart out. He was even harmonizing. And it makes you realize, bro, when you actually want to perform or do good, he can. Because he really can, but he just chooses not to. And it makes you realize that an artist like Playboy Carti is really a type of an easy grab artist that is just willing to do things easily. And it's crazy, but it's true. Like, it genuinely is true. Having the right people with you on tour, it really does make a difference. And I want to see Carti again. I feel like with this music album, he's got a lot to perform, especially in the UK, because it's always going to be something that's going to be set off. When you do a show in the UK, it's always going to be something chaotic, and yeah, I can't wait for that. So yeah, I'm really trying to see Carti and The Weeknd, because Hurry Up Tomorrow is still my favourite album of the year. I can't lie to you. Is it? It's up there. I really like Little Simz' album Lotus, and Dopamine a good album, but I wouldn't say album of the year. Some Sexy Songs for You is a really good album. But yeah, I'll probably still say Hurry Up Tomorrow is my favourite in terms of just, man, Hurry Up Tomorrow. Yeah, I speak about that all the time, but yeah, let's move on to the next topic. Verse of the day, little interlude. This is from 1 Timothy 4:12. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity. Don't let anyone think that you are not you. Yeah? Don't let anyone bring you down just because you are young or just because you are older. Be that example because you have a lot to show off, and be that example in terms of purity and just being yourself. You have something to give out to others, to serve others. Do it, and don't let no one take that from you. You know, sometimes that can happen to me where I can get hindered down by someone just because I'm young or just because I may not have as much knowledge as someone who's older, or even it can be from people literally our age as well. But don't let it stop you from doing what you love to do. As long as there's good intention, purity, love, and faith, and with faith comes with action. As long as you do that, then you're bulletproof. Don't let no one take you for that. Don't let no one take you for a fool, because you are loved and you are enough. You are enough, and I can't stress that enough. Like, you are. And with that, I hope everyone's doing good mentally, taking care of themselves and doing what they love to do. Go to the gym, journaling, walking, the weather's nice, taking care of yourself, bro. I hope you all are. I am actually doing okay. I'm doing well. It has not been easy though, especially with planning this event. It hasn't been as difficult though as people thought it would be, but it's just the behind the scenes of different things and just having to manage while planning for an event and while doing content, while doing all these different things. It has been quite difficult, but we are okay. Yes, my happiness has been a bit like roller coaster, whatever. But we're doing okay, and I'm grateful for that because it means a lot. I'm grateful for just being grateful and being here, creating a podcast and speaking to you guys. So yeah, mentally I'm doing okay, bro. I'm feeling like the birds just chirping through life, just getting through it day by day. One of them ones, and I'm grateful for the future, but as well I'm trying to be present. I want to stop saying trying more, because what do you mean you're trying? I am being present more. I am willing to be present more. I feel like when you say trying, it's like very passive, but when you say I am willing or I am, you literally are going to do that. So yeah. Okay, love you, bye. Didn't mean say goodbye. Olivia Dean. I've only started listening to her music quite recently, and it was at the start of the year, or winter season, June, October, November, when she released a song called Touching Toes or something. She released that, and I was obsessed with it, bro. I thought, yeah, this is sick. And I listened to her previous songs. I haven't listened to her album yet. I probably should. But yeah, I like her song Okay Love You Bye. And then she released a song not long ago. She released a song not long ago called Nice to Each Other. And that one there is a summer banger, bro. I can't lie to you. It's beautiful, bro. It just sounds really good. And she opened up for Sam Fender. And I saw a TikTok when it was like, guys were not really vibing. Bro, if I was there, bro, I'd be singing off the top of my lungs, bro. But she's going to be at his show in Manchester. She's going to be at his show in Manchester, and we will be there. Speaking of UK artists, I was looking at the UK charts just randomly, like just to see, because I haven't seen in a while. The UK system for the charts is very weird. If you look at the albums, like the top 100 albums, majority of the albums are literally best of an artist catalogue. You got the Post Malone one, you got the Weeknd one, and he's not even finished with his discography. He's still got music to come. Yeah, you got the Weeknd, you've got 50 Cent, you've got Michael Jackson, of course. Like he's always gonna be there. The Beatles like are very high, and it makes sense because it's the Beatles. Oasis, Nirvana, like it makes sense, okay, because they are big artists, but it's mental how much there is. There was even a few more, but it makes you realize that damn UK album, like, or just UK chart system is weird. I don't think there's like that in the US. Maybe I'm wrong, but there was a lot, and there's a lot of pop, of course. Taylor Swift dominates the charts. I did not realize how much she dominated. I did not realize, bro. Like, majority of her albums have all gone number one, and even Rihanna, which is crazy, and Beyonce, which is mental. Also, an artist that is going crazy on the UK charts, Sabrina Carpenter, bro. She's actually like clear, that I did not realize. Like, she's genuinely clear, and bro, it's literally after her Coachella set last year really set her off for life, because I did not know who the girl was until she did that Coachella set, and since then, bro, it's been straight W's, no misses. There's respect for rap, but it's a bit different. Kanye West, his albums have gone number one, like Graduation and those type of albums. Drake, not every album has gone number one. Lotus from Little Sims did not go number one. And it's always these like indie or artists that have more of a momentum than artists in the rap community, which is crazy. But hey, it's just how the UK charts work, man. It's just weird. It really is weird. But you gotta realize it's like a less amount of people from US, and yeah, radio is really a big thing here, I guess. So yeah, they need to put me on Capital Radio, Capital Extra, or BBC One Extra. You know, them ones there. I'd love to be a host for a radio show. I think I'd play sick music. I'd actually be sick at that. How can you do that? How can you get a chance to do that? I'm asking for a friend. Generally, how can you do that? Before we wrap up the podcast, who here is from Italy? Because I want to know. I love Italy, and whenever I'm on TikTok Live, I always get comments from people that watch from Italy. And where is the best place to go? What is honestly, tell me, where is the best place to go in Italy? What would you recommend for me to do in Italy? Like, what would you recommend? Because I'm trying to hear from all perspectives here. Where's the best place to go? Which is the best airport to land in? where's the best, you know what I mean? Like where? Because we are trying to be there this summer. We're having a good summer regardless. But yeah, I want to go to Italy, and it's been something that's always on my bucket list. So yeah, everyone's also everyone's also on holiday this season. Like a lot of people on holiday right now, which is sick. Everyone can have their fun, and while everyone's having their fun, I'ma just cause some havoc. You know, while they're away, let's actually appreciate what we have here and cause havoc, so that when they come back, we're gone. We're gone. We're gone. I think that's all I've got for the Perspective podcast. I've literally waffled for nearly 50 minutes, 45 minutes to be exact, and I've enjoyed this podcast, and I hope you have too. Episode 25. Make sure you follow, subscribe, like, all of that stuff. Stay tuned into the podcast. I hope you've enjoyed. Honestly, I hope you have enjoyed, because I have. I hope you have a good week. Hope you have a good week. Hope you have a blessed week. Everything's gonna go well for you. I'm waffling, but yeah. May endless opportunities and income flourish in your way. Episode 25, Perspective Podcast. See you at the Perspective event next week. Be there, please.